Arnstein, the Viennese banker, took Rachel's eldest son, Abraham, with him to Vienna and had him trained as a land surveyor. On his days off, Abraham would walk to Kupcin to share food he had saved with his mother and siblings. Abraham pursued his studies in land surveying, and things were beginning to look up for the troubled Politzer family when disaster struck again. Emperor Francis I issued a decree banning Jews from pursuing land surveying studies. Desperate, Abraham Politzer did not know what to do next. His benefactor Arnstein had just died too. The future looked bleak. He went to Hungary on foot. He arrived in Pest with an empty pocket and stomach, and learnt that the Jewish community in Pécel was hiring a teacher. He hurried there and got the job. He was offered a bed by the Shaliach Tzibur and boarded with another Jewish family. On days when the teacher ate with them, they always had the cheapest food, beans. This was how the young man, grown up in a distinguished family, spent the years of his youth. Letters from his mother and siblings did little to improve his mood. His mother complained about hardships, money fell to a fifth of its value, which in turn brought on immense poverty. In the meantime, his uncle, Wolf Politzer, was actively trading in South Hungary, Transylvania and Slavonia. During his business travels, he often met a merchant called Jakob Hai. A relationship of trust developed, and so as not to be each other's rivals, they partnered up. The volume of business grew, and they soon needed to hire someone to deal with the correspondence and the accounting. Wolf Politzer then remembered he had a nephew studying in Vienna. There was a fair in Pest, visited by many merchants, and someone there knew Aber Politzer, the Pécel teacher. Wolf sent him a message telling him to call him at his lodgings in Országút in Pest. This marked a turning point in Abraham's life. Wolf Politzer and Jakob Hai were having lunch when a pale, thin, barefooted young man came in, introducing himself as Aber Politzer. They quickly ordered him a meal, which the emaciated teacher devoured. After lunch, Wolf dressed him from tip to toe, transforming him into a handsome, slim young man. Aber Politzer could write almost as fast as he spoke. He wrote with facility and elegance, and his handwriting was polished. Jakob Hai's elder daughter, Golda, grew very fond of him, and the two gradually fell in love with each other. Jakob Hai's practical instincts and smartness told him that knowledge and diligent work were worth more than money, so he gladly married his daughter Golda to the poor teacher. His calculation was correct, and he would never regret his decision. After they got married, Golda and Aber opened a small, tastefully furnished store in Ilsha on the Great Plain. Their immense diligence earned them a modest living. Golda managed the household, and Aber went on business trips. Their first child, Moritz, was born in 1825, followed by Illés, Ignác, Lenny, Rudolf, Bernard, Adam, Farkas, Fülöp, Sámi, Rosi, Zsoli, Zsigmond and Gustav. By the time the youngest was born, the eldest had got married, so poor Gorda would never see all 14 of her children together. The 10 boys once gave their mother a gift of a joint picture. As the Politzers were quietly living the life of average Hungarian country Jews, the world turned in such a way that it was visible even from Irsza. More and more old restrictions were being abolished. The papers wrote about the emancipation and Hungarianization of the Jews, and from 1847 onwards, Irsza and the capital were connected by a railway line. Some of the battles of the 1848 revolution were quite literally fought on their doorstep, which would have a profound effect on their children's lives. Aber could not live to see those changes, as he died at just 57 in 1854.